Welcome back to another video update on the texture quality settings for Forza Horizon 5. To clarify about the recent ultra texture settings fix that happened yesterday, I think there may have been multiple issues that people were experiencing and it might have created a little bit of confusion. The issue that was resolved was the ultra texture setting not applying the correct resolution to textures when this option was selected. The whole scene had low resolution textures when you had the ultra settings selected. You can see it on screen right now. Look at the vine hanging from the roof and the general quality of the wall texture in the ultra settings half. It shouldn't be anywhere near this bad compared to the extreme settings. Now compare ultra settings before the patch and ultra settings after the patch. You can clearly see that this issue is resolved now. The vine displays correctly and the wall texture has a higher resolution than before the patch. This is the issue specifically that's been fixed. I am aware that some of you are still experiencing problems. I think there's something else causing these issues because that one specific bug has been fixed. One more thing before going any further, make sure you aren't enabling any settings in the NVIDIA control panel if you're on a NVIDIA card. Let the game control all of these settings. You can copy the settings on screen now or just hit the restore button there and it'll reset these for you. It's important because the game doesn't like some of these settings on in the control panel that conflict with the in-game settings. I'm using the latest NVIDIA driver available from their site at this time. Now onto the smoke issue. A few people mentioned they're having smoke issues with the flares in the street scene races. I aren't seeing any issues with this, so I thought I'd do a compare of the flares between all of the 5 settings for texture quality. I do appreciate that some people are still having issues. I just can't replicate those issues. Post in the comments what card and settings in-game you're using and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of these problems. Another thing mentioned was the geometry settings controlling draw distance. Here's a comparison of environmental geometry quality. You can clearly see there's less objects in the scene. People are a perfect example. What do you guys think about the draw distance? Does this setting have an effect on that? Another possibility here is that these settings are being applied differently between the in-game race events and the general open world driving. So I'm testing most of these settings in the in-game race events as it's the only way I can really compare the results. I go into the race, I set the auto steer and brakes on and let the AI drive the course. It's the most consistent results I can get. Sometimes the driver goes out of sync, so I'll pull a second or two out of the footage to resync the race for a better comparison. The details settings might behave differently in the open world. It's just a thought. Anyways, I'll let the video comparison play through. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of what's causing these texture issues for some people and not others, and I'll see you all next time.